All right, welcome back to another edition of the Pack 9 Show, the show where we shit on each other's teams unless another team comes along where they just deserve it so bad that we kind of part ways from our original broadcast to bring you this really, really bad team. And I think that's actually what's going to happen today as well, Alex. For the most
Mm-mm.
part, I love shitting on the Niners, but they showed the Dolphins what's up despite losing Jimmy G.
Let's go.
And man, do I hate the Bucks. That's really what it comes down
Wait,
to.
why do you
They
hate
have
the
just been
Bucks?
putting I okay, first of all, Tom Brady just needs to retire and leave, go on to his Fox job or whatever, and just get out of this league because he's starting to look geriatric, and nobody wants to have that be the image of Tom Brady after all of his crazy career. And then, oh my gosh, sitting through that Monday night game against the Saints was just torture, man.
Yeah, I turned it
Just
off.
torture. Literally, first quarter, the only thing that happened was Tampa Bay got 3 points. And then uh, the Saints ended up scoring from the second quarter all the way to the 8 minutes in the fourth quarter. They got 16 points. So it was 16-3. Tampa Bay didn't do anything for the entire game. And then they got a touchdown after a nice 10 play, 91-yard drive that ended at 3 minutes left in the game. And then again, the Saints just bungled it and let Tampa Bay get the ball back. And then it was just an easy 11 play, 63-yard comeback win for old Tom Brady, a little 2-minute drill. And then they won 17-16. So literally nothing happened for like the entire part of the game. Like it literally was just came down to those last 3 minutes. Ridiculous. And you know what? Going against the Niners defense, there's no way. There's no way he's gonna get off like that. He's not gonna just be able to play like shit for three whole quarters, like basically 4.5 quarters, and then just bring from behind this miracle win against the Niners defense. I just don't see that happening. They can't move the ball very well on offense, and the Niners can't. That's just what it comes down to. Bucks don't really even have a great like their defense is okay. Vita Vea might be out. He's questionable right now. But they haven't really been able to keep other teams even from scoring like 20 points on them. And so I just don't I don't know. I don't see this. I don't even see it. What do you see?
It's I feel like Tom Brady, whatever team he's on, they have a knack for still hanging on, possibly having a game-winning drive, and then a lot of times, then Brady actually does it, and then does the game-winning drive. I don't know how that's like always happens with his teams, but I feel like if anyone's gonna put Tom Brady in retirement, it's gonna be Nick Bosa.
Yeah.
Like I think this might be the person that makes Brady want to retire because there's gonna be people like him chasing him. It's Nick Bosa's, definitely the leader of this defense, production wise. Possibly end up for defensive MVP or defensive player of the year. The Bucks offense, they don't really have much of a running game. Like they kind of do, but it's not their strong suit. They don't have Tom Brady usually has like a running back that can catch. If you think of like Shane Vereen back in the day or Kevin Falk, but now he doesn't really have anyone like that on the Bucks. So we don't have to necessarily worry about that. We just got to cover, Mike Evans, Julio, Godwin. I think Godwin's playing. Um,
Yeah, I think they're all healthy. That's kind of the biggest thing is that like um other than one offensive lineman, the entire Bucks offense is healthy.
yeah. So, and then on the defensive side, at least coming into the season, the Bucks had one of the scariest front sevens in football, and so I still feel like they're formidable, but we have so many playmakers on the Niners offense. I think that we can do well enough, even with Brock Purdy. I'm very much expecting the Niners to hold the Bucks under 20. So if we could just score 20, 21, 24, I think that'll get us a win right there. The
I think
Bucks,
that's totally possible. I mean, when you when they come up against a team that has any resistance on defense, they usually can't do much on offense. And then And then it just comes to the spiral from there. I mean, they lost 21-3 to the Panthers. They lost 23-17 to the Browns. They lost 20-18 to the Steelers. I mean, and your defense right now is just cooking. I see a good amount of interceptions thrown, and a lot of 3-and-outs, a lot of punts from the Bucks. And
Yeah.
then you don't have to worry about Tom Brady and his receiving core, right?
Right.
Because they're not on the field.
Yeah, so if we can keep them off the field and also stay, I say the goal would be to stay 2 possessions ahead, so that Brady doesn't have that hope that he could come back. And I think if we could keep that going, that'll mess with their mentals, and then they're just gonna have to run away from Nick Bosa and Fred Warner and Eric Armstead. I think will be back. I think he already is back, or maybe he's gonna be back this week. But yeah, so it's gonna be another defensive show. It'll just come down to can the offense not turn the ball over for the 49ers? Like not even just Purdy, but Debo has fumbled, Kittle has fumbled, people have fumbled, dropped passes. Can we avoid all that stuff and just play some good turnover free football? And
Stay disciplined.
I
Stay disciplined.
think we'll win. I think that's just the formula.
Well, speaking of which, Vegas says that the Niners are -3.5 in this game. What do you have for the final score?
Ooh, I'm gonna say, just I was saying it before, I'm gonna say this is gonna be a 24-10 49ers win. I think Brady will get 1 touchdown. Usually each team they get 1 touchdown on the Niners. That's good. But I think they won't really get much else. I'm not as scared of their offense at all, so I feel like I said, if we can get over 20, we win.
Yeah, I honestly think that Tom Brady will only be able to throw 1 touchdown this game. It would be surprising if they even got 2. Um, so I'm gonna say Niners 17, Bucks 13, just
Bo-
barely covering the spread. Yeah.
Bonus prediction, Nick Bosa gets 3 sacks.
Okay.
That's my bonus prediction.
I like that little bonus prediction. My bonus prediction is Tom Brady throws 2 interceptions.
Ooh. Yeah, I hope so. I really hope so.
All right. Well, thanks again for tuning in to this episode of the Back Nine Show. Be sure to watch our other videos if you haven't already, and we will see you next week.